Hello, 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 and welcome to a quick rundown of Victoria 3 Dev Diary number 162, Iberian Twilight. Just when we were all settled in after the release of National Awakening, we get our first dev diary for the upcoming immersion pack, Iberian Twilight, and the 1.12 update. So if you're a busy gamer on the go and don't have time to read the full dev diary, here is a quick TLDR rundown of what was discussed. As always, if you want to read the full dev diary, a link to it is in the description. Let's dive in. As is the case with these initial dev diary releases for DLCs, this one is very short. Basically, an announcement letting us know that we're about to get dev diaries every Thursday. However, there was still some very interesting information in this one. There was a trailer for the DLC, and it gives some good information and first looks at what the DLC will be about, and what it'll look like. It also came with this graphic, which provides most of the information. As the title of the DLC implies, it will be mainly focused on Spain, Portugal, and the possible unification of the nation of Iberia. In Spain, there will be narrative content focused around what is called the Two Spains, a civil war between the liberal Isabelline government and reactionary Don Carlos. Portugal's narrative content will be focused around the aftermath of the liberal wars that ended 2 years before the game's start. However, what I find most exciting, of course, is the content for the smaller countries. And for this DLC, we're going to get additions to Cuba, the Philippines, and Morocco. Maybe we'll see a Morocco's Modern Life 2 in our future. Two interesting tidbits we got in this dev diary in regards to mechanics is first, an improved coup system. There wasn't much information given as to what this means, but just that a change is coming. Second is the addition of a new type of power block, the Cultural Union. Again, there wasn't much information given about this block type, but in the comments, a little bit of info was given in that this block type will function better with countries that are similar. My interpretation of that is your cohesion will be dependent on block members having either a similar language, culture, or both. But again, I'm just speculating. Probably the biggest information given is that the DLC and the 1.12 update will be coming on December 11th, so just a little over 1 month away. I'm very excited for this one, of course. After the type of narrative content we got in National Awakening, I feel confident that this immersion pack will be just as good. As I said, this was a very short dev diary, basically announcing the upcoming dev diaries. A very interesting note is that next week's dev diary will talk about an addition to the free 1.12 update, negotiations and law amendments. So stay tuned for that in next week's video. That's it for now. As always, be awesome.